Glad to have you with us from Dick Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. The Golden Flashes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Beavers offense will get first crack at it here. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Snagged out of the air. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. It's caught. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Kent State's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference champion.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. On the move to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Golden Flashes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Bradley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Wide open on the right. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Beavers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Moving out of the pocket. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defense all year long.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Hatcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Smith dropping to pass. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Kent State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is really... The ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Kent State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Smith wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The sure hands, it's Grover. And he's brought down after a nice game. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating.
He's got it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The golden flashes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, golden flashes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Got the first down and more. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Got a man. It's Johnson. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the golden flashes are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. He wants it all. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent.
He'll put toe leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. It's complete. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in an empty set. Lost to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Golden Flashes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Quarterback making adjustments. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Casey. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Smith wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Beavers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football.
Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. Open spaces. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bradley. Finds some fresh air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Snagged in the middle. It's Casey. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Hatcher. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Mims. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Beavers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So a drive there of 84 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the golden flashes. After ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. With the catch, it's Miranda. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Finding an escape route. Across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
The golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the golden flashes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Mims. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on